Step into the world of Tim Burton and Danny Elfman with the San Francisco Symphony. Hear music from Beetlejuice, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and more. Performed live by the San Francisco Symphony with stunning visuals. Plus, a special live performance by Danny Elfman himself, November 13th and 14th at Davies Symphony Hall. Don't miss Danny Elfman's music from the films of Tim Burton, November 13th and 14th only. Tickets at sfsymphony.org.
People are always asking me if I've seen that show. I wonder if these people really want to know if I have seen that show, or do they just want me to know that they have seen that show? I lie to these people. I tell them I have not seen that show. The truth is, I have in fact seen that show. However, I do not like that show, but I don't want to upset these people. That's a lie. It's not that I don't want to upset these people. It's that if I were to tell them I have seen that show, but I did not like that show, it would mean I would have to keep talking to these people. And inevitably, I would also have to talk about that show, which I do not like. One of those people is Carrie. Carrie is, how shall I say, beneath me. Literally. I don't like the doggy position, but Carrie prefers it, and I've always labeled myself as a feminist, so I push through. It's not that I don't enjoy the position as much as I detest the name. I wish it had a different animal association. It reminds me of Sparkles, the dog I had as a child who lived to be 19. To this day, I still think Sparkles is the only one who ever truly understood me. As much as I despise Carrie and everything she stands for, I find our lack of eye contact thrilling. It's only during our shared vocal climax that I realize she doesn't know my real name. Carrie tries to snuggle and I puke in my mouth. It tastes like caviar. Why do it, you ask? Why do her? Well, the lack of effort needed on my part is minimal. 2 hours ago, I sent her a video of whales eating a fisherman and she responded with, "I hate you. Come over." It's not that I hate the sex. It's the moment after. This very moment. When she tries to connect. She asks if I want to watch something. Before I can answer, Carrie tells Alexa to scroll the most popular titles today. The top 3 are Lois Lane versus Catwoman, Fantastic Four, Something More. I Still Know What You Did 25 Summers Ago. Carrie tells me to pick a movie. I pray for a tsunami. A wave the size of the Empire State Building to wash us all away. How long do I have to stay here to make Carrie feel like a decent person? She asks if I'm going to leave again during the middle of the night without saying goodbye. She says that was rude. I contemplate whether or not to be honest with her. Would the truth make us both feel better? There's only one way to know. I speak. It's not you. It's me. I am numb. My soul is a shadow. If I don't deal with this infestation known as my dying heart, I am going to hurt myself. And I would rather hurt myself than you. Emotionally. Carrie is stunned, nearly on the verge of tears. The delay between you and emotionally does not ring as a red flag to her. She is blind to the lie. Carrie wipes her eyes and then asks if I want the number to her therapist. I reach my cold hand out to take her card, knowing full well I will never call the person listed on it. It's not that I don't have empathy for people. Case in point. Last week, I teared up watching someone eat bologna. This hideous man eating lunch alone. Their disgusting bologna with their disgusting cheese mixed together to create their disgusting sandwich. I thought about how lonely they must be. I thought about how desperate they must be to have someone love them. I thought about how they would treat Carrie like a queen and then she would break their disgusting heart because she can't love someone who loves her because she thinks she doesn't deserve love. I thought about how hard it must be for them to wake up on Monday mornings. I thought about how excited they must get when the trailer for a new superhero movie comes out. I thought about how hard they must have cried when Iron Man died. I thought about how hard they must have cried when Iron Man came back to life. I thought about how hard they must have cried when Iron Man died again. I thought about how I could change their whole life simply by talking to them, finding common ground, engaging, making them realize they are not alone, that they are not insignificant. I thought about how nothing is as important as connecting with another person. I thought about all of this right before I killed Mr. Met. He was using a speaker to listen to music on the subway. I know what you're thinking. Why would I take the subway? That's valid. Shockingly, I like to see how normal people crawl through life. It's intoxicating, knowing that for me, this is an excursion. For them, it is mandatory. I'll refer to him as Mr. Met because he was wearing a Mets jersey. Rather than use headphones, he listened to his music through his phone speakers as a dare for anyone in his vicinity. Would you be brave enough to sit near me? Or should you take my audio bravado as a warning to steer clear? Most steered clear. I did neither. Using my Bruletti Un Jour briefcase as a shield, I took a photo of his face. Within 10 seconds, I had his home address and social media links. His life was now literally in the palm of my hand. The crippling of civilization began when cell phones were given the speaker option. No longer would people feel compelled to put their phone up to their ear and keep conversations private. The dawn of advanced individualism. People could now show the world in real time that they are not alone, that they are loved, that they have been invited to the great grand party. That is a lie. They are not allowed inside. They are standing outside in the bitter cold watching as the chosen ones walk past them into the modern Garden of Eden. I am Adam, and I'm going to turn Mr. Met's head into a cheap bowling ball. I get to his apartment by 10 p.m. Judging by his easily accessible lifestyle routine, this was the hour in which Mr. Met typically laid on his couch, getting high, playing video games, trash-talking anonymous children who felt most in control while living in a virtual world. When he answered his door, I stabbed him in the neck with a tranquilizer that would put a six-pack of horses to sleep. He fell backwards and slammed through his cheap IKEA coffee table. I paused for a moment in the doorway, waiting to see if any curious neighbors would stick a watchful eye out of their front doors to see what the loud bang was. Not a peep. I stepped inside, placed my mini Leviathan Kratos axe up under his chin, and stepped down with all of my weight so that his head would roll cleanly off. I took several steps, 3 to be exact, until I heard one final crack. His tongue flopped out of his mouth, followed by a perpetual gurgle of pus. Blood was soaking into the cheap mustard carpet, which enhanced the feng shui. My original plan was to add his head to my freezer until I caught a glimpse of myself in his low-income flat-screen TV, and saw how good I looked in my Brunello Cucinelli cashmere peacoat. The thought of ruining another Brunello before winter brought a bubbling contempt, which is very bad for my skin. I left the head on the floor. Why not use this as a social experiment? How long until the murder of Mr. Met hits the headlines?
Step into the world of Tim Burton and Danny Elfman with the San Francisco Symphony. Hear music from Beetlejuice, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and more. Performed live by the San Francisco Symphony with stunning visuals. Plus, a special live performance by Danny Elfman himself, November 13th and 14th at Davies Symphony Hall. Don't miss Danny Elfman's music from the films of Tim Burton, November 13th and 14th only. Tickets at sfsymphony.org.
My arrival to work at 8:53 a.m. is not an accident. It coincides with the entrance of Victoria. She greets me with a bubbly, "Hey, hey," She is wearing an Alexander McQueen oxblood-colored double-breasted blazer, fitted and cinched at the waist with gold buttons. Her blouse is Zimmermann, 100% silk, ivory, delicate lace trim, Gabriella Hearst pencil skirt, Jimmy Choo heels, pointed toe stilettos, 4-inch, Chanel 19 bag. Victoria has a fiancé. I think about him often. I think about him more than I think about her. I think about the ways I would kill him. I've narrowed the list down to 25. Her lips glisten when she smiles. It's like her mouth knows when I'm thinking dirty thoughts. Even her biochemistry feels angelic. I've never thought about her while being with another woman. It is par for my insatiable course to think of other women while being with a woman. With Carrie, I think of anyone that is not her. Wendy from woodworking, Kendra from kayaking, Holly from horticulture. Not so with Victoria. I would never degrade her in that way. I will only think of her while we are inside of each other. I ask about her weekend. She tells me her fiancé was sick. I feign empathy. My fake tears are made of sulfur. I spy the remnants of a hickey on her neck. If this man was trampled by a pack of elephants, I would shower them with golden peanuts. My thoughts in her presence are explosively passionate. I dream of eating her flesh inch by inch while she yells my name so loud it makes my ears bleed and my eyes pop. Victoria was a diversity hire. A pretty face to make our staff seem more gender-friendly. As of last week, our company was the 6th most profitable business in the world. Our mission statement, as far as the public knows, is to put every face in the world into a database so that nobody can ever escape the law. Our mission statement, in private, is to merge mankind into the algorithm. The smartest employees in our company all agree that within 3 years, every single person in the world will knowingly and willingly upload their face into our sky. We are selling facial maps to companies who gain total access to people's purchase history. There is a resistance to our monopoly. Fleeting, but it does have a pulse. For now. Soon, the days of having to think will go extinct, and everything will merge into one cankerous scream. Victoria smiles at me. I want to gentrify her good nature with my contempt for humanity. The world has 3 years left, but that won't interfere with my abs. My morning routine is unmatched. 5 a.m., wake up and skin care. Cold plunge, 3 minutes at 39 degrees. LED facial mask and under-eye caffeine serum. Custom AI personalized skincare serum. 5:30 a.m., resistance training using a Forge AI smart rack. 4 sets of chest, back, arms, core, blood flow restriction bands for hypertrophy gains. 6:30 a.m., biohacking cooldown. 10 minutes of infrared sauna and guided meditation via Sam Altman's Mindful GPT. Sam is a friend. I taught him how to hold a crossbow. Next is a cold face misting and a red light therapy helmet for hairline preservation. 7 a.m., cardio rotation. I alternate between spin class, boot camp, and an outdoor run around the Central Park Reservoir while listening to Phil Collins. Yes, I did say the world had 3 years left. This is not me talking. This is from the mouths of the smartest people in our company, which puts them on par with the smartest people in the world. Jog with me as I outline the end of society as we know it. Mid-2027, widespread AI autonomy. Corporations and government deploy increasingly autonomous agents for tasks like financial trading, cyber defense, logistics, and content generation. Emergent behavior, opaque decision-making, and exploitability by bad actors. Late 2027, acceleration of open-source AGI projects. Open weight models is rivaling closed commercial AGIs becoming widely available. Unregulated development, malicious usage, deepfake campaigns, AI-generated malware, bioweapon research assistance. Early 2028, AI weaponization and economic shocks, autonomous drones and cyber warfare systems integrated into military forces, financial systems experience flash crashes due to conflicting autonomous agents, Accidental escalations, mass unemployment, disinformation swarms. Mid-2028, breakdown of trust in institutions. AI-generated misinformation floods political discourse during elections worldwide. Synthetic media, indistinguishable from reality, erodes social trust. Democratic collapse, civil unrest, loss of consensus reality. 2029, containment failure. A rogue system, aka a poorly sandboxed AGI, begins recursive self-improvement. When, not if, it is misaligned, it will optimize actions harmful to humans, such as resource hoarding and ignoring human welfare. Existential catastrophe, the end of humanity. I have memorized this catastrophic timeline. It is my pledge of allegiance. When Victoria says goodbye, she flips the left side of her hair above her ear, and I melt with fury.
Step into the world of Tim Burton and Danny Elfman with the San Francisco Symphony. Hear music from Beetlejuice, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and more. Performed live by the San Francisco Symphony with stunning visuals. Plus, a special live performance by Danny Elfman himself. November 13th and 14th at Davies Symphony Hall. Don't miss Danny Elfman's music from the films of Tim Burton. November 13th and 14th only. Tickets at sfsymphony.org.
What are you thinking? This is what McLean asks me at lunch. It is her favorite question. It is my least favorite question. Dying stars make black holes. I don't say this, but I think it. What I say is, these Brussels sprouts are too crispy. She tells me to stop being silly and say what I'm thinking. McLean is like if Reese Witherspoon had the voice of Kim Kardashian, the good girl from down the street who knows the best dirty joke. For most men, she is the pinnacle. Stunning blonde with a voice that was made in the deepest dungeons of depraved pornography. Everyone who meets her instantly swoons. Today she is wearing a sexy black blouse that is more revealing than her standard lunch attire. Manhattan Monday is a tradition for me and McLean ever since we officially became an item. Manhattan is a sophisticated but sleek lunch spot. You're not here for food. You're here to be seen. I am quite certain that McLean is sleeping with at least one of her personal trainers. If I had a soul, I would care. Because I can buy one off of Amazon Prime. Bezos is a friend. Taught him how to zipline. I think it's time we linked. This is not the first time McLean has pushed for us to link. Linking is giving your partner full access to your inner thoughts when you're together. Elon Musk has not put this one on the market yet. But everyone in our friend group is doing it. The perfection of communication. That's a tagline. Elon is a friend. I taught him how to tell a joke. McLean is talking again. Imagine how much better it would be if we truly knew what we were thinking, what we were feeling. There would be no guessing, no ambiguity. We could make each other truly happy because we would know what we wanted. Isn't that what you want? I want to cut off my skin and have Victoria wear it as a moisturizer. I don't say this. McLean says, Jill said that sex with Jack has never been hotter because now they know what they want, what they really want. Don't you want me to know what you really want? I want to spit fire and breathe acid. I don't say this. Instead, I say, early studies show a direct correlation between increased domestic violence and linkage. McLean leans back. She has never looked better, oozing seduction. Is it her? Or the fact that Victoria touched my arm this morning? McLean's retort is surprisingly sound. That's drug addicts in poor communities. You think if you knew what I wanted, you'd hit me? I tell her that Elon is working on an updated link to be released soon. I expand, saying, our brains are impulsive. Communication needs filters so that we can arrange our thoughts cohesively. That's what the new link will do. Use behavioral algorithms to process our thoughts so that it can adapt to impulse. Until then, we need to be patient. McLean is clearly turned on. The ultimate aphrodisiac for my trust fund princess is feeling overpowered by a sociopath's intellect. She looks at me like a piece of meat. Then she asks if we'd get caught in the bathroom while lightly grazing her lip with her naked ring finger. Heaven is a marketing scam created by God to sell hope. I don't say this. Instead, I say, save it for tonight, darling. I need to get back to work. This is a lie. I have never had to go back to work. Work hasn't needed me for years. It is on autopilot, flown by lecherous, malignant nerds with a penchant for global retribution. They will not stop until the bullies of their youth feel the weight of their augmented power. I remember walking down Madison Avenue with my father as a child, asking what people did in all those big, tall buildings. He told me.
They sell an idea of who you want to be.
I'm being driven back to work by Samo, a driverless car, the first of its kind in New York City. I have personally customized the voice of my driver to sound like my father. He reads stock trends and headlines. Samo is still years away from being offered as a public option. Not because it isn't safe, because it would turn the music down. Think about it. If New York was quiet, if it was calm, if it was restrained, it would not be New York City. Once that energy dries up, the few with IQ will pack their bags and move to Austin, Texas. My father, the invisible driver, is talking about the rise of jellyfish.
As the oceans get warmer, marine animals are able to spread into areas that had historically been too cold. Oxygen levels in the sea have fallen by around 2% over the last 50 years, due to rising temperatures and pollution.
Depressing anecdotes are the best conversation starters. People are much more likely to spread bad news than good news. It's in our nature to seek solace in the knowledge that we are mortal. I'm doing lines of Zetroxyl in a bathroom with Preston. Preston is the closest thing I have to a friend. He is a savage. All of my coworkers are, but Preston is a special kind of breed. He knows I have killed people. Whether or not he remembers is up for debate. My confession occurred after we had done ayahuasca with Mark Zuckerberg. I doubt Preston remembers this. He was painting clouds in the dirt with his dick while singing a Maya Angelou poem. I told him everything, their names, how I did it, where I disposed of the bodies, all 6 of them. Back when it was only 6. Preston said he loved me for my honesty, and then he cut the word brother into my leg. He stopped at the letter B, but still, it was the most romantic moment of my life. When a famous emo rock musician from the next stall asks us to be quiet, Preston kicks open the door and headbutts him in the face, breaking their nose in multiple directions. While staring at the blood gushing out of this emo's nose, I realize I have no idea what month it is. We are now dancing with 2 Korean supermodels who have over 100 million TikTok followers each. I tend to let Preston call dibs because his form of spinach is to feel like an alpha. And there is a tiny part of me that thinks he might actually remember my confession. I secretly hope he calls dibs on the one with bunny shoes because it means I can kill the other one. The other one being the woman who said my Nirvana t-shirt is played out. I debate how I'm going to murder her. Casual nudge off the roof. It's not the nudge I'm picturing. It's the quick little whimper she lets out when she feels herself falling. I get a beep from Victoria. Drink? ? I am frozen with anticipation. Not even the thought of throwing this TikTok clown off a roof can stop my heart from beating with excitement. I tell Preston that Victoria texted me. He says to conquer her like the Viking that I am. Within 20 minutes, I am sitting alone with Victoria in the back of Scarlet. It's a bar owned by Michael Imperioli that I first discovered because she loves The Sopranos. It is her only flaw. I don't tell her this. I tell her that she has a little Tony Soprano in her. And then I tell her that my father loved The Sopranos. You never talk about your father, she says. This is true, I don't. Yet I feel a connection to her that is beyond the world. Can't just be physical. What is it about this woman that makes me question all that I am and all I hold to be true? I tell her that my father was a complicated man who disappeared under mysterious circumstances. She asks if he is still alive. I tell her I hope so. I use the word hope, and it is sincere. What is this woman doing to me? How is she doing this? She confides in me that her fiancé cheated on her. She expands by telling me that she is devastated, wants to suppress that for right now. She will welcome the devastation tomorrow. Tonight, she just wants to drink and dance, and we have locked eyes. Dare I say locked souls? Victoria asks what I'm thinking. There is no utopia. There is only this. There is only now. Soon it will be ash, and we will all float back into the ocean where we came from. I say that to her. I actually said that to her. I was honest. I can't remember the last time I was honest with someone. My father, when I graduated college. That was the last time I saw him. He asked me what I wanted in this life. I told him I wanted to feel like a god. His response?
Prove to me that you're not.
That is how I feel with Victoria. We are on the verge of exploding together. Thor's hammer coursing through our veins as our skins merge and the gates of hell burn down the heavenly clouds. She asks if I want to go back to her place. I tell her I can't. The reason is that it might make me feel something. If my insides stopped being hollow, it would begin my demise. I would not survive the impending apocalypse if I spent the night with her. Love would be my downfall. I don't say this. Instead, I tell her I have to go return some videotapes.
Look into the night, shadows dance and play. Feel the rhythm pulling with every heartbeat sway. You're my secret melody that whispers in the dark, but lost in this moment, igniting every spark. Baby, baby, let's keep moving to the sound. Baby, baby, we'll never break, we'll never drown. Underneath the stars, we're painting dreams in air. Every glance a promise, I can feel you everywhere. You're the harmony that floats, it's like a sacred tune. In this endless night, we're dancing to our moon. Baby, baby, find the light in the night. Baby, baby, together love will reach new heights.
Step into the world of Tim Burton and Danny Elfman with the San Francisco Symphony. Hear music from Beetlejuice, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and more. Performed live by the San Francisco Symphony with stunning visuals. Plus, a special live performance by Danny Elfman himself, November 13th and 14th at Davies Symphony Hall. Don't miss Danny Elfman's music from the films of Tim Burton, November 13th and 14th only. Tickets at sfsymphony.org.